And we're live.
I'm about to pop a bottle.
This is Lance Prince,
Johnny Walker.
Chelsea Walker.
Let's go.
the Winner Table Podcast.
Welcome to the Winner Table Podcast.
Presented by the Brothers Like Me Productions. Guys, we've been working hard. Pop that bottle. Not a champagne bottle. What is it, Johnny?
Drink your water at Saratoga. Just remember that. I should get a sponsor from Saratoga. Saratoga's glass water is important. What you guys know about glass water?
I think you should stay hydrated.
No, this motherfucker wants to start pushing his business he's been talking about.
Listen, man.
Nah, bro.
the side hustles. The side hustles. But yeah, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. Yo, so how many podcasts have you been on?
3.
3. So this is your third one?
This is the fourth
this
one.
This may be my fourth
Let's
one.
go.
What other podcasts have you been on that you could shout out?
I've been on Turn Up Toby.
Shout out Turn Up Toby.
On Angie. She runs hot like 105.1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, LA.
Angie Martinez?
Yes. No, not Angie Martinez. It's a different last name.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell you. It was a minute ago.
All right.
And I couldn't tell you the next one either.
Word.
Definitely was a minute ago.
Yo, this is hilarious. The comments are being funny, but I ain't gonna
read some comments.
the
Nah,
comments?
we have some casting couch jokes. We were told that we're not influencers.
We're not
not
influencers.
Influencers?
We're people.
Yeah.
We're
This is
people.
a podcast. We
Yeah.
can't do a podcast.
And isn't influencing just a verb? Just to influence
but
others.
but where do people? We can't start somewhere.
Yeah, yo, facts. And someone said should let out the. All right, steamiest and quiet. Yo, you read that.
Brothers like who?
Brothers like who?
She act like this. The reg. She should let out the steam. Oh my. The kind that makes the people. I won't even say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
What the
yeah,
fuck?
that's being funny. I think.
Yeah,
So
they
in the
be
end of the
funny,
day,
they be
if you
funny.
want to be tapped into these sneak previews of the Winner Table podcast,
Oh, they said something nice. They said, "Come on, I'm just talking shit, lol. Keep doing y'all.
I think,
We love
guys,
you.
if
Thank
you
you."
want to do it, if you want to be an influencer, don't feel like you can't be an influencer. Everyone has to start somewhere. You have to start to get somewhere.
So speaking about the starts, Chelsea, tell us the story. Where does music come in?
Yeah.
Like, what is music to you?
That's the first question you have right here.
Dang, I feel like music is everything.
Pulling up
to
the
me.
script on me, yo. Fuck this
I
guy.
feel like music is everything. Let's see. I would say probably like the first family party we had. I remember like I saw you rapping and then I was like, I'm gonna rap too. I'm gonna make words rhyme and I'm gonna make it make sense. And I think I was like 5. I was pretty young because I'm like 8 years younger than you.
Yeah, no, I remember
mean,
you
years
were pretty
younger than
young
him.
when you first started rapping.
So you were 14 when you were like doing stuff like that, right?
So yeah, when I released my first EP, which was not the best, I had to be 14. So then -8, I'm not good with math.
But were you rapping at the family parties when you released your EP, or was that before you released your EP?
I think I started rapping around much earlier. But once I lost my vision, that was what made me actually take rapping serious. Do you think there's at one point when you started taking rapping serious? What music?
What
maybe
made
artistry.
me take rapping serious? I would say because I was very athletic and like I had like other niches I could go in. Like I could have been balling. I could have been running track, but I just feel like I don't love those enough to commit to it. And to love something and commit to it is a big thing. And I feel like I could do that with music.
You did sports?
Yeah.
What sports?
I did basketball. I ran track. What did I do? I did soccer. I wasn't good at it though. But
I ref
Yeah.
soccer. That's fun.
Soccer's
But Johnny
always-
didn't do any sports, right? From what I understood.
he tried,
No,
but then he lost his vision.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't do any team sports. I tried out for the basketball team like 6th grade. Didn't make it, and then that was when I was like, let me do music. But obviously, jiu-jitsu is a sport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
did
were
do
good at that.
jujitsu. Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
I love jiu-jitsu, man.
I've heard that you two have lived. I've heard a little bit. You've lived 2 different lives, pretty much.
I mean, a little bit, kind of the same, but a little bit.
What would you say is the same?
I mean, how when we were together, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
And then would you be down to go into the story of when it all changed?
When it all changed. Let me think back. So when it all changed, I believe it was. I mean, Johnny was out of the house Like, I think when I was in 5th grade, though, because he went to college.
Yes.
So he was already, like, kind of already out anyways. So it was just, like, a lot was going on for him to... He was away, so it's, like, he wasn't really there.
Right.
So I feel like he was kind of older, but when we were younger, we, like, you know, had Christmas. We had everything together, so that would be, like, the more same aspect that we had together.
Very interesting. Very
What would
interesting.
you say, Johnny?
Well, so the same aspects is obviously like things that you can have in common are always going to be through brothers and sisters. Like if you guys didn't know, Chelsea Walker, Johnny Walker, the two Walkers. This is my younger sister. I've been seeing her making music for so long, and to see how talented she is today, and to watch her growth from like a point where, you know, me and my sister grew up together in a household, but then we were kind of disbanded because of a fall in money. So she had to go live with someone else. I was living with my girlfriend at the time, and you know that's just kind of what it was like. So shit was kind of tough. So that's actually leads me to another one of my questions. What is something you do to stay positive, Chelsea?
I would say music just keeps me positive. I feel like listening to music always like gets my mood up. Like no matter what's going on, as long as I'm listening to music, I'm fine. And I could always like write. Writing was always so easy for me. Like ever since I was a kid. So it was just
Do you feel like writing came before melody for you?
absolutely.
Did you start writing poems? Like when's your earliest memory of writing?
I remember I remember I couldn't really like. I wasn't the best singer. I think the fact that I started really early, I was able to correct myself a lot.
A lot sooner
A
too.
lot sooner, like a lot sooner. Like the fact that I wanted to sing when I was like 9, I was like, all right, I have to get with it at this point. So I would say the first memory I had was writing a song for Emmy, my cousin. 'Cause
Interesting.
She's always been a great singer, and she's actually an actress.
No, Emmy's amazing. Yo, shout out to Emmy.
Emmy's
yo.
really epic. Like,
Pop this. That's true. Let me
Emmy-
pop this Saratoga to that.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, she was something too special because she was out in California with you know, and actually an actor.
Yeah, she was more focused on being an actress, but I remember like we were together, and then I was like, hey, let me try and write you a song. You know, you sing it, because I
Right.
always felt like I could write a song, and I always freestyled, so I always felt like I always had that. And even just like in school, I was always like doing, you know, stories and stuff like that. I'm always doing the best in English and little things like that.
Would you at any point would you say you were at a young age writing books? Or like writing stories? Because you said you were writing stories. Do you mean like you were writing like comic books? Like what is
I
these
would say
stories?
stories because like when you're like in elementary school, they're asking you to like write things about your life. And like it's crazy that they were asking that because like we had a really traumatic childhood. So it's like I
wild.
really had to make stories. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you really gotta like you get it. You really gotta make stories because you have to make it like sound real, but still incorporate your real life in it.
That's because I remember talking to Johnny about how I started music. For me, I realized I have to go live life and go create these stories. And so
No,
that's
yeah.
kind of like the opposite in a sense. I was like, okay, I can't even make certain songs yet because I have yet to go experience these
Experiencing
stories.
things.
Yeah, and I would torture myself, bro, through relationships and
wow.
shit.
That's
Like-
crazy. Some people had to. They're like, I gotta go find inspiration. It's like, yo, I was born with inspiration. Like, just like there's too
I don't
hard.
get how
Like,
people are I mean, like, I feel like I listen to music and that inspires me so much. Like, anytime I listen to a song, if I'm not getting inspired by it, I can't listen to it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What was that album? Like someone had like I don't know, Johnny, if you have one, but like what was that album that was like I gotta make music?
Johnny, you go first.
Oh shit, yep.
Album that made probably.
You listen to it, you're like, I gotta.
Let's go oldest to youngest. So
Oh,
I would
Yep.
say. Damn. Okay. So I'm trying to really take it back to like what was the one, because originally people would say things like, what was the artist, and I would say the artist was between Eminem and 50 Cent.
that's funny.
But
You do sound like 50.
albums, like I'm trying to think what album was like. That's what I had to do it because there wasn't really an album per se. It was just the music.
Just music in general.
Yeah, and I cite two artists, Eminem and 50 Cent.
Okay.
But then after that, you know, obviously there's Lil Wayne. There's just seeing the different artists because I feel like there's even like the Justin Timberlakes, the people that you see, the Michael Jacksons, and you just see him growing up, and you're like, this is kind of crazy.
So, and you would say the prominent albums probably for those two artists would be
I could say songs. How about Cleaning Out My Closet from
Okay.
Eminem? That
and then
one.
50 Cent.
Cleaning out my closet.
My mom
One More
loves that
Time.
song. That's
One of the
Yeah.
best songs
My
of all
mom
time.
loves
No,
it.
yeah, I think we connect with that. You have mommy issues too?
Yo, you're
Okay,
funny.
we're all connecting.
All
We're all
right,
connecting with our mommy
So
issues.
Johnny. So all right, that's yours.
Okay, so go ahead, do your
That's
album.
mine.
What's
That's mine.
yours?
I think so. It's weird because I'm not a fan of J. Cole to that extent no more.
Interesting.
But
Born Sinner?
interesting. No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I
mean, Born
That's
Sinner's
an
right,
interesting
though.
album.
What you
Yeah.
got? You say Forest Hills 2014?
No. For Your Eyes.
Oh, For Your Eyes Only was good.
For Your Eyes Only. That was the
Wow.
album that changed my entire perspective on like, oh shit, I could just say how I feel too.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I just hopped on Audacity. I started with fucking doing the chopped and screwed kind of concepts to music that I liked. So I got used to the editing software, and from there, it was game time.
How old would you say you were when that happened?
18, turning 18.
18.
Turning 18. What about you, Chelsea? It's your turn.
I would say if we're talking about artists, it would have to be Nicki Minaj.
Nicki
Like
Minaj.
I remember the first song I heard by Nicki Minaj. It was either Roger That or it was
Was it Itty Bitty Piggy?
no, I think it was It might have been Itty Bitty. All right, so there's three. It's three songs. I feel like
That one.
It's three songs, so it's probably either the Atomic Rocket Launch. So that song.
Dun, dun, dun,
Massive
dun, dun,
Attack.
dun, dun,
It's
dun.
either Massive Attack, Roger That, or Itty Bitty Piggy. I remember I heard that and I was like, yo, I could rap. I'm gonna do exactly what she's doing.
Very interesting.
But if we're talking about albums, I would say Pink Friday. When I heard that, Pink Friday
Ooh.
3 to be specific.
Ooh.
Friday 3 to be specific. How old would you say you were when that happened?
6th grade.
Wow, you guys were
I think
young
she
when
dropped
you-
that 6th grade. She had to.
You both were very young
But
when you got
no,
into hip hop.
We got connected to it.
Roger That was like 2009. Roger That and Itty Bitty Piggy, all that shit was 2009. And I was like, I was pretty young. It's because I had all these older siblings and they're,
Yeah,
they're
but that's what I'm
listening to all these
But
raunchy
that's what I'm
songs
saying. That's
and then
what-
it's rubbing off on me.
Okay.
But that's also
And,
what put me on too, because it's like my older sister put me onto The Weeknd for the first time. So I remember the story of hearing The Weeknd, and that's an unbelievable story because The Weeknd is an amazing artist. And I remember like just hearing my older sister playing these songs. I was like, what songs are this? I went on to the computer. I like pressed the refresh, rewinded. I was like, oh, this is good. Then I started listening to The Weeknd, and I just remember hearing it in like a staircase as she was playing it downstairs. I was like, this is crazy. It was like, you don't know. I was like, what? What's in store?
Hey, but that so where I'm coming from though is I had either my parents influenced me on music, my older sister, but
But
I'm
you
saying
did
like
music
my
from a young age too, because you were playing
I
instruments, right?
get it, but I'm saying like the musical consciousness to be like, oh, I want to make music to that. I don't know. Maybe I wanted to, but by like senior year is when I started, or not senior year, my apologies. By high school, I started to have the mental ability to have my own taste, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to point out that possibly you guys were already finding yours by middle school.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
If
'Cause
we're
I
saying
couldn't
finding our
find-
own taste.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
you know what I mean?
Like
Even
6th
younger.
grade.
That's crazy to me.
Because I remember
That's
listening
crazy.
to all
It's
this
because
different
like
music.
yeah, we were just so surrounded by music. I think.
Okay.
It's definitely. Do you have any siblings?
Well, yeah, I have an older sister. My mom's a classical pianist teacher. She teaches it in the house.
I really did instruments.
So right, I did instruments. So I feel like
That's
maybe
the
I was all
difference as
over the
well.
place.
Because I don't know. I can't do a fucking instrument.
Nah,
I
yo,
tried
I had
hard
to
as
learn.
fuck.
I have the crazy story of how I learned to play piano. The way I learned to play piano was actually in senior year of high school because I'm visually impaired and I decided to take music theory. And obviously, music theory is reading the music off the sheet. And they were like, well, you're not going to be able to do that. And then my teacher, Mr. Salzman, this guy's a G, perfect pitch. He was like, well, you can either choose the guitar or the piano. I was like, I'll choose the piano. He was like, all right. Then he just teached me like the basics
Oh,
of it.
that's so sweet.
And then from now, that's the one instrument I'm not proficient. Like his mother is a classical savant. A savant.
She's a savant.
Those people that could play piano or play instruments like that, I do still at this point wish I could play an instrument like that.
No, that's it's nice when you have those type of teachers who could really help you out musically. Because I remember I had I think it's a music teacher in about freshman year. I forgot his name, and it sucks I forgot his name because he was definitely impactful. But we were just like learning about all different types of music, and I feel like that definitely opened my eyes to other cultures of music and different types of instruments there is. I wish I remembered his name.
Gotta remember the name.
Gotta remember the name.
Well, I want to ask you, what are you working on? What's this project I've been hearing about?
Yep.
Johnny's been babbling about.
So
was
this
like,
project
yo.
is out. It's out. It's a nine tracks.
Nine tracks.
Do you have a song that we could play for everybody?
I think you should play "Settle Down" and "Rental."
Yes, sir. Rental one. That's my choice. That's my personal choice. I got the sneak preview. Chelsea sent me the whole shit. She had already sent it out. I was like, this shit's dope.
When I turned it in, I sent it out. Like
Which
that was
song?
like August.
Which song? Oh, rental. All right, let's swipe this away.
Hold on, 1 second.
Okay, you good? I was just.
Are we still live, guys?
How'd you get my credit card that quick?
Holy smokes.
Oh shit! She's quick with it, y'all.
Go to the credit card.
That's hilarious.
It's a habit. Force of habit, she says.
That's hilarious. Oh yeah, add
There
it.
we
Hold
go.
on, let me make sure I
Oh,
follow
she
you.
just added it to the.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
I'm
Check the
checking
Spotify,
all the boxes,
check the Spotify
y'all.
for
All the
artists
boxes.
tomorrow, yo.
Checking all the boxes.
Absolutely.
Stats going up. Stats going up. Once again, I just want to say this just to, as we're about to play
2
this song.
million April.
That across all platforms
million,
for
all
everybody in the building
platforms,
right
yeah.
now. If you're in the live, if you're sitting on this chair, if you are anywhere, that's what's going on. 2 million across all
Manifested.
platforms. Whatever that means for you, if it's money, if it's stats, if it's this, if it's that. But just keep winning and stay relentless. So
Yeah.
what's the first track we're about to play?
I was just about to say, let's just take 5 seconds of silence to that, Johnny.
Oh.
4 and 5. All right, so rental.
Good idea, bro.
Let's
No, that was a good idea,
yeah,
bro.
give it a second, right? Yeah,
Can we
give it a breather.
Give a little ding to that. I'm gonna make you
ding.
actually add an edit to it.
Lance
at this
add an
point.
edit,
because
ding.
Lance never wants to edit. He just cuts off the little parts and doesn't want to add any noises.
Let's
I'm like,
do it at
put
the same time. Ready, set, go.
ding.
All right, I had to add 3 dings right there, y'all.
That's
Thanks.
crazy.
Yeah,
All right, play that shit.
rental.
Yes, sir.
Why is it so quiet?
It does sound very quiet.
All right, well, I'll play it over the.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Oh shit.
Don't make me spend this bag when I gotta give a bag.
Whoa.
I'll do it.
What?
Okay.
I do it. Hey.
Damn.
Yo.
Yo, Johnny, damn, bro.
No, that
Well,
one.
why
I knew that
haven't we
one was my
worked
favorite
with
one.
your sister for the past 8 months?
I
that we've
worked
been
with my
working
sister for
together?
so long, bro. What are you talking about? It's a blessing to know your sister is one of your favorite artists out. One of the most talented artists you know. Go.
Girl, I won't try to change you. You're fine. All night.
Okay. Okay.
Where'd you find the beat?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Who
Yeah.
engineered it?
I couldn't tell you. If it should be a tag in it though.
No, he's saying who recorded it.
What you mean?
Like engineered.
How
and
did you track
recorded
it? How did you,
Me,
how'd
I
you
did,
make
I
the
did
song?
everything. So
What?
everything I did, I engineered the whole thing. Literally the whole thing.
Tell me about the process for
Fuck.
Rental One, and we're gonna get into another one. But tell me about the
Goddamn.
process for Rental One right quick, because
Hold on.
drop a bomb.
Drop a bomb.
Drop
Yo.
a bomb.
what's
so
the
the bomb
process?
is really the EQ. You really gotta just learn about that EQ, man.
Dude.
When you learn about that EQ, it's gonna push you further. And then everything else, the finishers, compressor, limiter, envelope, all of that.
But you're
You-
being technical. What's the process to the song? How did you get to that song? What was the time like? How did that come to? How did you come to Rental?
How did rental come to me? So, I feel like I might have been just thinking about, the whole concept of, fucking with someone,
Okay.
but knowing it's not about to last.
No one is not. Oh yeah.
Shotties always be like.
But knowing it's not about to last.
to give
And like, you're very well aware of that. And maybe like, maybe you don't want that to be the case, but that's just, it is what it is. It's not finna work out. So like at the end of the day, you're like, I'm gonna have to give you back to whoever. You gonna be someone else's soon, like, and then you come to that realization.
Maybe it's more like a lease. No,
I think it's a rental. You spending money on it, man.
no, you're right. You're right.
I think it's a
Rental
rental.
one, it sounds is the way to go.
I think you rent.
Rental one. That
Like-
no, I really like that song.
Yo, I love that song.
So you found the beat on YouTube.
Yeah, I found the beat on YouTube.
Yo, we've been to YouTube beats.
What
we've
was
been on
your
the
what was your
YouTube
write?
beat
What
shit.
was your write? What was your pen like? Did you write that down? Did you track it into the mic and just go?
I wrote it down. So
Okay.
I usually, like, how I started off. I listen to the beat, and usually, like, from the first like 3 seconds, I could tell if I'm gonna fuck with the beat or not. And if I feel like it's a little more complex, like I have to really listen to it. If it's like 3 minutes, then I'm like, all right, I'll listen to the whole thing. But if it's just like probably like 2 minutes 57 seconds, I'll just get the vibe, see what the beat is sounding like, and then after that, then I'm like, okay, how am I gonna start it off? And how am I gonna start it off the way I never started off any other songs? Cause that's you can't do that. It's gonna sound weird. So it's just like thinking about different ways to come about it, different ways to say things, wanting it to sound good, and I think that's what goes in.
Talking about before we get into the second track, I just want to talk about something very, very powerful as an artist. And I feel like a lot of artists could relate to this at one point. When you say wanting it to be good, what are your opinions on imposter syndrome as an artist? And how about we do this?
I want to talk
Have
about
Lance
something.
answer. Have Lance answer first. We'll go from left to
real
right.
Real quick. The engineering. I be doing the engineering stuff too. So I mean, like, me hearing that you're doing it makes me like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm on the right path. Thinking like,
No, you're definitely on the right path because, like, I remember, like, when I first started dropping my music, I was super scared of the whole engineering part, and I just gave it all to Johnny, or I gave it all to someone else. And what that really did, it just held me back because like, the engineer cannot read my mind, and I feel like I'm gonna get to
Right.
where I want to get faster if I'm doing it by myself. So it's really like I really feel like I don't, unless you're a Grammy award-winning engineer and you really know what I'm talking about. I'm not about to stand here and pay you for my time trying to convey what I need you to do.
yeah. And I preached that one quote from I think it was Russ. It was like, why go pay someone to fuck up your shit? You could just fuck up your shit yourself. So it's kind of like that concept. Like, people are always gonna be like, this is off. So you might as well just have it done by you, so you're not paying for that. So and in a sense, it's the most perfect it could possibly be. I've been like Johnny. I've been working off of Johnny's Garage Band on a single, and I've been just over and over. Like, every other week, I've been like pulling back. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
one
I put
more
this guy
thing.
onto the engineering. I put this
You-
guy onto the engineering.
You know what, you can't fall in love with being a perfectionist though.
Ah,
Because you gotta know that people are not gonna hear those little things you hear.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
know
true.
that people are not gonna hear my ad libs probably until they listen to it like 3 times. Then
interesting.
you'll hear the ad libs. Because people don't hear the little things the first time. They're just hearing really
The
what you're
vibe.
saying, the vibe. How
Yeah,
you
it
feel,
is
makes them
wasting
feel.
time being
It's the
perfectionist.
emotion more on the first listen.
Yeah, so I think people are gonna, like, me and Johnny were literally talking about this. People are gonna like it because the way it sounds, how it makes them feel. So you can't be chasing perfection.
Yeah, I'm on the dot. Like, if you listen to the beat, I've been like slicing the beat to its T. Like, I'm just all over the place. Yeah, Johnny knows. But now it's at its final mix. It's finally done. But yeah, let's play another track mixed by you, because this is fucking amazing.
Mixed. Who did the master?
Chelsea Walker,
Mixed and mastered by Chelsea
Everything.
Walker.
sister to the
What
Johnny
mic
of
do
the
you have?
Walkers. Yeah, what mic?
Toner,
Sonar?
Where'd you get it from?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, high quality. That's crazy.
No,
Wait,
I
which
guess
one?
that just
Which
also to
Toner.
tell on her mixing skills, because she might be making but
Is it not here? Am I just... My bad.
found it.
Restarted.
We're starting it right back.
Alright, yeah.
Restarted. All right, so what's this one called?
It's just called Settle Down.
Hey.
Won't even bring a Maya. Won't even bring up a liar. I gotta make my mind up. Who you fucking now is coward. See they hold no power. Don't wanna hear no excuses.
This beat.
Me.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah.
Now
Hitting those
you
notes.
You miss how it tastes. I know your feelings, don't I? I miss that feeling. I got the whip on standby. You're like a LA landslide. Don't want you all alone.
That's crazy.
Nah, that's gonna go past their heads. Soon that's gonna be like,
No, but that's the
they're gonna,
stuff.
they're gonna be like, what that mean? Then they're gonna go LA landslides.
You're down.
Yeah, see houses in the
Come
fucking
on.
ground.
Come with these
Breaking up a
fucking
happy
lyrics, bro.
home. Y'all, I'm giving y'all a history lesson. So a landslide gonna fuck up a happy home all the time.
A landslide
Guys,
gonna
holy
fuck up a happy
fuck.
home every time. Wow, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
A landslide.
A landslide is gonna fuck
Wow.
up that happy home.
Yo, what the fuck?
Where did
Wait,
that song
yo,
come from?
Hold up. What?
Where did that song come from? Is
Settle
that another
down.
YouTube beat?
Yeah, that was another YouTube
Johnny,
beat.
Johnny. So the next person we should do the documentary is with Chelsea. I'll drive the hour.
I've been telling you, bro. Lance is always so afraid of driving. Chelsea, I gotta tell
No,
you
it's
this.
not afraid of driving.
No,
I'm
he's
just
not afraid. He's
tired, bro. I
tired.
drive.
He's like, I'm
I
at
drive 2
work,
hours
blah,
a day
blah,
total,
blah.
bro.
He's like, and then he's like, I can't drive, guys. I need someone to drive for us. Let me have Nitty or Tucker. But listen, I wish I could drive, but
it
maybe I
takes
wouldn't.
mental energy,
Maybe I wouldn't love it as much as I think I would. Do you love driving, Chelsea?
dude. You so.
I don't
No,
enjoy
I wish I
it.
could.
I'd rather just like sit back. But
She
like
rather
I
sit
don't
back.
mind.
That's true,
I don't
that's
mind driving though. Like if I gotta do what I gotta do. If I gotta handle some business, I gotta handle some
Tell him
business.
what was the line? You know, go out every night, just let the city see a nigga.
Yeah, had to go out every night just let the city see a nigga. You gotta follow your dreams so everybody can see the nigga.
You was popping out to NYC a lot recently. I was hearing.
Yes, back in June, July. Yes.
That's
So,
fire.
And what were you doing out there?
I was doing some performances at the Gems Lounge. I recommend. It's very fun there.
The Gems Lounge.
Yeah, it's in Brooklyn.
Dude, we need to line something up. We're gonna figure something out with you, Chelsea. And
You
we're
know
gonna-
Godly?
Godly, no.
I'm Godly.
Oh yes.
Oh, God. He it's empty. He runs it. He runs
Really?
or he ran it.
I didn't know that.
But he'll let you know where it's at if you're really interested.
in New York.
I'm interested.
Perform in front of a New York crowd. And I feel like, I was dropping I was doing it around the time, the Cash Cobain flow was really, popping. It still is popping, don't get me wrong. But like I did it around that time because I released a song that was inspired by that type of flow.
Can we play that song?
If you want.
What song is that?
Am I wrong?
So performing a lot. How many songs have you released this year?
Talking about this EP. Let's count.
Count it up while we listen to this one.
My boy, Tim Toshiba, lock in with my boy. He mix and mastered this. I'ma need some pics of you up in my phone, baby. And leave me drunk, baby. You put it on crazy. I wanted to put this on the album, but nah. But it's tough though.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm feeling it, right?
Yeah. Damn. What do you think the trending flow?
This. The Castle Band flow really trending right now. I think everyone's starting to like conscious rap too.
Conscious rap.
Yeah.
I'm
And
ready
wh-
to do that.
What's an example of a conscious rapper?
Watch the Party Die, Kendrick.
Watch the party diet. Did you like that?
I love that.
I thought that was solid. This is fire.
Yeah. You should do more of like this style. It's just
This is like
Jersey drill, right?
It's sexy drill.
Sexy drill.
Chelsea's actually the one that taught me about this when it was popping off. I have some tracks like this in a cut.
Baby, you bad as a beach, ain't making you leave, I'm making you cream. Open you up in between, show up in
Yep.
your dreams, how much you believe. If you're not only fucking me, I got 1, 2, 3, waiting for a beat. They tryna play in my lead, shit. They tryna play for me.
Whoa.
But what's 9 plus 5?
14.
Yeah.
I dropped 14 songs this year.
14 songs.
And how many months is in a year, yo?
12.
All right, you know I'm at.
You know where she at? Yeah, nah, know where she at.
Yeah, that's
You know where
tight.
she at? Yeah, see
I
on the
counted
bag.
mine out,
Yeah,
Johnny.
W bag.
Johnny.
You counted yours up?
Yeah, I've done 9.
9.
I wonder if I'm working harder than you.
I don't know.
No, I think you got the podcast. You're working harder than me for real, honestly.
No.
Honestly,
I don't
kid
know
you
because
not.
hard work is also perspective.
Absolutely, absolutely.
person.
I think everyone's working hard these
Yeah,
days.
absolutely.
Yes.
And now, like, a big thing I've overheard you talking with Johnny is teamwork, and that's something Johnny and I are heavily involved in doing with each other. We're heavily in a team in a sense. What would you say, like, where's your team, or are you working on something concept wise? Like, do you have people that you could trust around you? I mean, of course, you could trust Johnny. So that's period.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Johnny's like the closest team member I have, and then
Well, that's
probably
valid.
like Emmy.
Oh, and Emmy.
Like those are like 2 people I know I always have in my back pocket if it's coming to anything towards music.
There you go.
So I would say definitely them, but like I don't have a manager yet. So
Do you post all your own content yourself?
yep, I do everything myself. I mean, I used to have a marketer, but I kind of shied away from that because I kind of wanted to I wanted to do it all myself.
Very interesting. And how would you capture these shows that you're performing at?
How would I capture the shows?
Yeah, how would you find these opportunities?
So I mean, all over Instagram, things that you do, I could always, take from like Mad Minds.
Oh, Mad
Underground
Minds.
Shout out
Developmental.
Mad Minds.
Yeah, shout out Mad Minds, Underground. Little things like that, and like the people you meet there
Oh, that's true.
as
That's
well.
the networking.
Yeah, like not even I did that cipher with the girl. I forgot her name.
Brianna.
Brianna. I'm very bad with names. Also, I'm
Aren't we
very
all?
high right now, so names are not on my top priority right now.
Names are not on the top priorities.
Do you need a water?
Oh, yeah, we got water.
Yeah, give me a water, please.
We bought the Wakia. Hold up. But you're going to have to do a shameless plug. You're going to have to do a shameless plug, Chelsea. You're going to have to talk about how important water is.
No,
Because, no, I'm the water fucking guy.
You're fucking pussy.
Wakia. Let them know what type of water we're bringing in today because it's not Fiji, but it's Wakia. Fiji is good. Wakia is good. Hold on. Here's the thing. You do got to believe this, though. Drinking out of the plastic is still not as good, but it might say BPA free. And if it says BPA free, usually, it's not as bad. But sometimes we go with glass. Saratoga on it. Glass. Where's the water bottle, bro?
My bad, bro.
Oh, no, that's no problem. There's no problem.
I was struggling to see.
That's no worries. It's everybody's stoned, I guess.
Brother.
No, but let's talk about Settle Down.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about Settle Down.
Let me take the sip of water first.
I'm gonna take a sip of water with you.
So I can remember names.
So I can remember it.
So yeah. Settle Down came from a place where I was just like, I'm like, this is just like, maybe a delusional feeling, an imaginary feeling. It's just like, you see all these people who, you used to mess with, but that, they're still watching your story. They're still very, intrigued with what you're doing.
Interesting.
So you just get to the point, like, where you're like, I hate when you settle down and you want to be with me. Like, it gets to that point. So I was like, I'm going to write it from this point of view. And that's what I did.
And was that like you also wrote that as well? Like you wrote it down on paper? Like, is that your process is usually writing it down? You use your phone? You like
Yeah, so I use my phone. I would say my process, I just like put it all in my notes.
write first,
then-
record second.
Yeah, but sometimes I try to fill out songs and try to like I could say that song that I showed you, the unreleased. It's not even on the album yet, so I won't talk too much about it.
That one's clean.
But yeah, that was super clean. But that one, like, I really just tried to vibe as I was going. Like, I was building the song as I
Fire.
was going. So like for the verse 2 was a whole different thing. So I feel like sometimes I need to set myself up like that. So it's never so like stagnant.
Yeah,
It's
it
never
causes
so
a
the same.
I've
Right.
noticed it causes a different level of inspiration when you're doing it like that because it's just like a different than the writing method. But I almost think sometimes I've became almost accustomed too much to the point where now I want to go back to the writing method and try to see what I could create with the writing method.
Man, the writing method never gets old. I feel like, man. I mean, I think if I practice freestyling, I would, be sharp at it. I could definitely freestyle, but I'm not sharp at it.
Yeah, I'm
I
terrible at it.
I know that if I write it down, I could definitely give you some bars. But I could freestyle, but it won't be some really heavy bars.
I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one in the.
I
But
mean,
like,
I used to freestyle. I just stopped. When you stop doing something,
Chelsea was good, yo.
you're gonna
Don't
lose your
use it,
touch
you
on
lose
it.
it, yeah,
Yeah,
don't use it,
because I
lose
mean, I started when I saw Johnny do it, so it was just like a little young thing. That's why it's always gonna be in my back pocket. But if I don't
practice with
focus,
it.
yeah, if I don't focus on it, I won't, get to a good place with it.
That's
But
the thing
I
about
definitely
freestyling.
practice on rapping a lot, so I try to incorporate rapping in all my little singy songs. So
Mm.
and
Now, I have a question here. So what? All right, Johnny, the way you write questions is kind of funny. So, all right, what's your process?
That was what we were just going over, the process. I'm joking.
Are you being serious?
no, I think we did.
No. All right. Well, I was gonna change it up.
Fully-
I was gonna
No,
change it
yeah,
up.
I was
you guys
joking.
you
I
guys
was-
don't even know. All right, hold
I
on.
was joking on you like you did earlier.
Alright,
You're like, that was on the first question
alright.
on the freaking script.
All right. So what's your process when it comes to like creating content? I think that's like a whole question.
Interesting. That's a wonderful question.
Because I know we talked about production side of things in music. I see that.
So content is definitely somewhere where I'm not, the strongest at. But I would say, the more you do it, the more you're gonna get better at it. Like, I've been pretty consistent on TikTok this whole September.
Wow.
Especially because I was dropping albums.
What does
I was-
consistent mean? Does that mean every
It's
day,
every
more
day.
than once a day?
Every day looks
four,
good, right?
Every day, 4 times a day, maybe even
Every day,
5.
four times a day.
Yes.
How does that do?
It's been doing.
Really
Been
good.
going,
I'm gonna
yes.
try to steal some 4 times a day. We've been doing 1 time a day since June 30th.
No. I mean, they say someone needs to see your face 7 times to know who you are.
Whoa. I.
Valid.
Yeah, I feel like I try to study psychology because when you're not doing it with a team, you're really just going in like a blind-headed fish. So you really just gotta start thinking.
Yeah, you gotta
okay,
think of those different.
How is this person gonna be intrigued by this video? So like I feel like I'm definitely better than when I first started September 1st. I've definitely gotten
Wow.
better with my content creating in 19 days. Yeah, 19 days.
Yeah,
Wow.
like you just do get better. I've
You do,
noticed that too,
yeah. Like once you start, you just get better.
You see what you could do differently.
Hmm You see what sticks
Yep.
or whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say podcast clips work very well. So this is gonna be definitely a good one. We're giving away little secrets here on the
Podcast
on the
clips.
podcast. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm gonna ask people if they could edit me to like the songs, how they do on like the TikToks.
Yeah.
Be like,
That's
Yeah,
genius.
it's gonna be hard.
That's fucking genius.
Yeah.
Now, all right. Here's a good one. We were talking imposter syndrome. We kind of walked away from
We
it.
completely walked left.
Why you walk away from it?
Let's talk
What
about
does
it.
every
You asked
artist?
the question, yeah. You
What
asked-
does every artist on this couch at this moment think about imposter syndrome?
Yeah, what do you feel about it?
I think it's real. It's definitely real.
Huh.
For sure. How do I feel about I think you just have to acknowledge it and take
Yeah.
care of it.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between like imposter syndrome is and what's the other one? The opposite of it.
What is the opposite of imposter syndrome?
I feel like I would
Like,
rather be the opposite.
Thinking you made it. I
I'd
guess.
rather be
Delusional?
high on delusion.
Delusional.
I'd
innocent.
rather be high on delusion than have doubts in my mind.
I
agree.
understand that, but I would say some sort of like awareness that maybe you're not there yet, so work harder. That's I guess what I'm thinking.
Never stop hard working. Of course,
Yeah.
don't stop because you feel like you're that.
Yeah.
But I would rather be high off delusion that I'm keeping going because I feel like I'm going somewhere
Okay.
than to have like you're not going anywhere. What are you doing?
So
Stop.
you'd rather be delusional and not content still. So in that sense,
Mm-hmm.
versus the latter. So yeah, I could see that making more sense.
Yeah.
Making more a little detailed right there. Yeah, I've always thought about that. That's a good question, Johnny. What about you,
So
bro?
yeah, what do you feel about imposter syndrome? You feel
Me?
the opposite, you would say.
I mean, dude, I feel like I mean, my MMA fights, bro. I look at the poster on my wall. I mean, I think it's like a whole nother person, bro. Like,
Really?
yeah, I don't even know that. I don't look at it as me. I kind of like, I'm like impressed. I'm like, whoa, like who's
Like,
that?
who got all these,
Look
bro?
at these muscles, bro. Like, I look at even the kickboxing fight. You know, like everything. I just kind of, I do detach to do those certain things. I feel like.
Wow.
So, but like in the music thing, it's just so much lighter than getting punched in the face that I can't detach that well. So, do I not remember as much what's going on stage? Yeah. Am I not as aware? I'm still learning. Yeah. But I don't think it's as much of a detachment where like I know I performed. That's for sure. Like that's one thing. Versus, and that's why I enjoy it so much because I actually walk off knowing I did it. But the fights, I walk off. It was a flash in a pan, bro. It's like you don't.
It's
So you
crazy.
feel like you didn't do your fights,
Yeah.
basically, because that's what imposter syndrome is. Feeling like you didn't do any of your accomplishments.
I know I did it. It's just I don't remember.
No,
like,
I mean
yeah,
that's
it's like-
I mean, like I've definitely felt
Yeah.
that way about music and all of that.
So that's interesting. Maybe mine was so extreme on that end, so now everything else is a little lighter. So,
Wow.
and
That's
what about
wild.
you, Johnny? What's your?
I would say
imposter-
imposter syndrome is something that I definitely like
Continues
sometimes
to
come
deal
face to face to. You know, it's
Huh.
a serious thing. Imposter syndrome because sometimes you don't even know. I mean, it's a deep situation, but I also believe that part of fighting out of that is getting more and more to the place of delusion in that sense.
Delusion. I'm saying like you have to be delusional.
Yeah.
I don't know there's no artist that's mainstream right now that wasn't delusional. So if you're not delusional, you're doing something
Yeah.
wrong. I
Yeah.
promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you. Lil Wayne was delusional until he did it. Everyone's delusional until they do it. So
Facts.
There's a lot of lines by like artists that just say it's like, oh, it's delusional till it works, right? Like that's a true thing.
niggas was
It's-
was clowning Young Thug when he first, cause he had a dress on. Like it's delusional until you do it. Now he's like the biggest artist in the world and he in jail. Like
Wow.
yeah.
you gotta be delusional. Cause if you don't think you're the best, no one's gonna think you're the best. You're not gonna have any stands.
Yeah. That's
Facts.
fact. That's fact.
You're not gonna have any stands.
Wow.
We got Zuleika in the chat.
Zuleika in the
That's
chat.
One of our
Let's read some
fans.
comments.
Speaking of stands, yeah, that's
Zuleika, what's
Love a
Zuleika saying?
stand.
that's one of our stands.
We love a stand.
Yo, they're on a podcast. Jordan said.
Yo, Jordan, what's up? Jordan was in the other podcast too. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
the
yeah.
other, the other live as
Jordan
well.
was in
We were
the other-
freestyling. Yeah, we do
Another
We
stand.
have a podcast, the Winter Table podcast.
Are they doing a casting XXX site?
No.
No.
Trying to find out. Say no.
Yeah, I saw your butt spreading video online. Who?
Oh.
Johnny, yours?
Johnny.
Ah, we
Shit.
knew about it. Hey.
I saw Johnny. Say no.
Hey, yo, chill. Yeah, I don't know. There's not many more comments going on. There are
many people are in
consistent
the building?
viewership. We have 5 viewers, 13
Wow.
likes.
What's up, guys?
Yo, leave a like if you're in it. Double tap the screen. Subscribe. Just sitting and chilling. We love you.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys.
This is Chelsea Walker once again. If
Chelsea
you are just
Walker.
coming into the podcast, I also like to mention if you are sleeping or want to go to sleep during this podcast, that's totally all right too. I feel like that's a great way to build audience retention for us.
yeah, just pass out. We'll keep
Yeah,
it real
relax,
chill.
chill. We'll try not to yell too much. I know I have a loud voice. I've noticed that on the podcast. So I'm from this point forward, quiet it down. But yeah,
All right.
yeah. Now we're chilling out more.
Bro, so here's another thing I want to ask. So you've been doing music for a very long time. What's your opinion on performing? Like, how important is performing to you as a music artist?
I think I want to be a good performer. I think that's very important to me. I think I really want to, be a headliner for a tour. I feel like that's really going to be like my really I made it moment when I'm headlining for a tour.
A performing artist. Yeah, I think there's definitely.
Oh, we got a thumb up.
Oh yeah,
We
thumbs
got a
up.
thumb
thumbs
up.
up.
That's nice.
Oh,
But-
and the
Yeah, on the screen.
Yeah.
So the performing. I was gonna say being a performing artist is definitely a different accomplishment than being a successful recording artist. I think those are two different.
I mean, I want to do both. for
Yeah,
sure.
they
but
go-
yeah,
they go
yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I want, cause like, who gonna come to the tour if you're not sounding good on the freaking
No, but here's
recording?
the thing: where you could be
Yeah.
here's where you could be a performing artist, but not a successful recording artist. Let's say you just play in a wedding band. Like I performed in a few wedding bands that you get paid a pretty good amount. But it's like if that was just your only gig, it's okay. You're a successful performing artist, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But performing and recording in that sense of artistry, I feel like goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
So it's more of like the artistry, which is the overall arching thing of it.
What's your answer to people when they're like, "What are you?"
Like what type of artist
Yeah,
am I?
because people are always like, "What
I
are you?"
say
Right?
I say I'm an R&B artist. I rap and I also songwrite because like it's so versatile. It's so really like I could really put my hand in anything if I really tried. I feel like I could definitely write a country song. I feel like I wouldn't write a country song.
But you could.
I feel like I could to the point where I might have to just show I could do it. But like, got another thumbs up. But like, I feel like I could definitely write a country song if I really tried.
So
I feel like songwriting is a thing in itself, and then adding it to music is another thing.
Why
Wow.
wouldn't you answer though as like, "Hey, I'm just a recording artist"? It's like it's not enough. You just say R&B. You get what I'm saying about that? Like, cause that's my answer. I just say recording artist because that gives me the freedom
You're a
to
recording
go and
artist.
record whatever. per
But
se.
she's saying that's the type of
I hear you.
interesting, different perspectives. I feel like
Right.
everything is about perspectives.
I feel like maybe I say it like that because people might connect more if I say like a genre.
Interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Because
shit.
they might think you're this indie nigga,
Right, but I don't
I'm a
want to call
recording
myself
Like,
artist.
hey,
Alright.
like for
Yo,
real,
you're
for
funny,
real,
you're
no,
funny.
like for real.
You're
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
be
song's
like-
fire though. That song's
But
fire.
yeah, I rap and I sing. I can really hear some notes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could even like compare yourself to another artist. I really can't find
changes.
myself to compare someone to, and that's one thing that I struggle
Well, how
with.
about this? Because I had this question actually.
Yeah.
I forgot it about the performing. Let's say obviously headlining is the most important thing, and that's the goal. But like, if you had to have one person, let's say you got wish granted today, and you can be a supporting act, go on a tour with one artist. What artist do you think would be the most important artist for you to go on tour with right now to get a fan to connect with their
To
fans?
connect with their fans, I would say Kalani.
Kalani.
Yeah, I would say Kalani.
That'll be fire.
Yeah. What do you think about that? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it makes sense.
Let
I
me think of someone else. I mean, I feel like I have some slow songs to the point where like people who listen to, Clairo, or even like what's another slow song person? Maybe Lana could even connect with my songs.
Lana.
Because I feel like my BPM is super slow. So it's either it's gonna be R&B or it's gonna be really like a ballad type of song. Like Ghost.
Oh, I love that song.
Ghost is like that's not R&B. I feel like that's pop, if anything. Like a pop ballad.
A pop ballad.
What do you think it is?
I would just say pop. I would just keep it pop.
I wouldn't call it R&B at all.
Right.
It just gives me like it's acoustic pop type of thing.
Or indie. Because indie has like I think a wide.
He's calling me an indie nigga.
Well, have you heard? Have you heard Ghost?
What?
Have you heard
Yeah,
Ghost?
he's heard
Yeah.
Ghost.
Okay, good.
I performed it in front of him.
Yeah. Well, I would say what do you call it? Indie music is one of the widest like kind of like hats per se. Like you could have as many. Like you would think pop would be, but pop I feel like is more sanctioned to like brighter popping, dancing music.
No, because you could say pop music is popular music. Actually, I had a class called
Popular
American
music?
Pop Music, and American pop music
That's
will basically
gay.
teach you.
Pop
I mean, that's gay, but
What do
I
you
mean,
mean that's gay? What's wrong with being gay?
No, nothing wrong with being
what's
gay.
wrong with being gay? What's wrong with going to school and getting an education? Is the question. How
Well,
is that?
Fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck this shit.
You're canceled. All right, let's
Canceled.
cancel.
No.
This just got canceled.
Hold up. My bad.
You're gonna go viral for saying that. They're gonna clip it.
My best friend is gay.
They're gonna clip
Gay.
it.
I'll even say his first and
like-
last name. No, I just call him.
What's the one song? Central Steez. How can I?
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Yeah,
Facts.
Nah, I really fuck with Central C on a deep
Central
level.
C, yes.
I love the way Central C raps. Like, I wish I had a little English accent where I could be like, bro, then I got a napkin. Also, then there's a caption. You know, there's a hat and a fashion. Hey,
Yeah,
I mean, you
like
do a pretty
his,
good
Maybach
impersonation of
music.
it.
What do you? Everyone keeps talking about my socks and slides. What do you think about this style, Chelsea?
I think, bro, you gotta get a new style. Cause you asking me, I'ma really tell you.
You don't fuck with it. I walk to school like this every day.
Where do you
Bruh.
go to
I go to
school?
work. I go
Where
to
do you go
work.
to school?
I go to County College of Morris.
You go to Morris County College?
Yeah.
They like that. They give you a thumbs up.
Oh, word.
We got some Morris County College people in here.
Morris County College. Shout out to Morris County
We
College.
got County College of Morris. But yeah, County College of Morris. Damn, I love your musty man socks. Yeah, guys.
I guess she likes it.
Fuck. God damn it.
That was the bullet that took me out. That was the one.
Shit.
Yo, that one was actually.
I love these slides though.
Yo.
The slides are
Um,
tight. Right?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, right.
That's what it's all about. Listen, I want you to understand this. Being comfortable is important, but searching for comfort is not. Does that kind of make sense?
Absolutely no.
That's
It
interesting.
took me like 2 seconds to get it.
My bars
But,
is
like-
wild.
All right, explain
No,
to
like-
my dumb ass. Yo, hold up.
Listen, don't look for comfort. If you're comfortable, that's the wrong thing to be. And that's why like that brings me back to be delusional, because you can't be comfortable and think that you're the best ever and now you can stop. You gotta be delusional.
Be like-
Say I'm the best ever. I gotta keep being the best ever. I gotta
Right.
keep going.
I'm not good enough. Right?
Yeah.
Even more delusional in that sense.
You gotta be crazy.
Yeah,
One crazy motherfucker.
You're like, oh my gosh, someone else came out. Oh my gosh, I gotta be better than him now.
No, yeah, like honestly, I mean you don't want to be a hater at all.
No, never.
Definitely don't. Yeah,
No,
thumbs
yeah.
up. Don't want to
Thumbs
be a hater, for sure. But I think you should definitely strive to be the best in your league at least.
You're the best. Right, is that a song?
I know that song. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. I can't get the melody. I can't remember how it goes.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that's a sound effect right there. Add that. Put that. But yo, what else? What do you like to do other than music? I
Great
think that's
question.
something that I want to.
That's something I also have a branch question for
Yeah.
too.
I like to trap and sell drugs. So that shit.
Perfect.
Yo, that was fire.
We're gonna end this
That was a
podcast
fire
right on that.
Hear the cops coming through.
That was a fire setup.
We
though.
gotta go.
So I stream. I play the video game a lot. I'm a big gamer. Always
You
been.
stream too?
From my brothers, of course, just like rubbing off on me.
Mad.
They
game.
they love. They always played video games, and that's how we grew up together for real. Like we
Mad
always
gaming.
played video games, and I feel like that's something that I never like stopped doing just because we all stopped living with each other. I was still
Nah,
like,
that's-
I want my own system. I wanna
Keep gaming.
That made me happy. Like I want to do that.
Actually,
I don't see myself being a full-time streamer like some Kai Cenat. All respect, but like I think I like to stream.
What's the way to go? You think YouTube money, like streaming money? What's the way? Like TikTok streaming, Twitch streaming, or YouTube streaming?
Where are you
Which one?
streaming? Is the
What-
question first. Like you're streaming
Yeah,
on
what is it?
Twitch.
Twitch streaming,
Twitch.
gaming. Are you getting? Are,
Twitch really doesn't pay. I mean, like, you gotta understand, there's like 1 million people on Twitch every day.
yeah.
So it's hard to like find someone and you don't have someone who already knows you. You know,
Interesting.
like almost like you need a cosign type thing. So like, if you're not really relevant, you have to make yourself relevant, or you just have to always be streaming to the point where, oh, I've seen you 7 times. I
Right.
know who you are. I know what you're about to do,
Right.
and then I kind of know how your stream goes, and that's how you're gonna build the fans.
Right. Okay.
But no, streaming is very hard, especially in the Twitch community, for sure. But I think it's a very competitive thing, and then you have people like Kai Cenat who are just like, they're getting all the viewers, you know?
Right.
And,
shit,
you know,
yeah.
rightfully so. He's been doing this for a minute.
I mean, would you like try to time yourself to not stream at the same time?
To not stream? No, I mean, I feel like I play the game and I want to play the game. I feel like
Interesting.
I just brought in streaming because I play the game, and I think that I'm pretty funny when I play the game, how, like, my reactions and
Interesting.
whatnot.
Interesting. Okay.
So I was like, why don't I stream myself? You know, more content, more
I mean,
getting
why the
my
hell
face
not?
out
Yeah.
there. Cause like, you know, you're meeting me from streaming, but you don't know that I'm also an artist, and that's the main thing I do.
That's
Like,
intelligent.
oh, why don't you stream anymore? Sorry, I was working on an album. You know. So it's like, I only started streaming just because I was playing games. Cause I never did streaming until like
Wow.
probably like this year.
Yeah, I remember that's a recent thing. The fact that you're streaming, that's lit. What's your setup? How do you set up a Twitch stream?
You need to get a You need to get a little camera. You plug it into your little station, and then you can record it from your gaming system. I mean, I have an Xbox head, but I'm not sure how PS5 works, but that's how I do it myself. But there's like better ways to do a stream, which could probably increase your viewership. But
Interesting.
everyone has to start from somewhere at the end of the day.
That's the truth.
So if you're not even consistent, it makes no sense to get this whole new setup. Like I saw this post where it was like, why are you gonna spend millions, not millions, sorry, thousands of dollars on a music video and you don't even have either someone to watch it or the song doesn't sound good. So it's like, why are you wasting your money on a music video when you should have spent more money on trying to perfect that?
Right.
Interesting.
I'm not shading you guys.
No,
I
no.
love the picture this music video and I love
Word.
the song.
Word.
I didn't
I'm
I
not
didn't think of
shading
that
you.
at all.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't. We didn't take it that
Alright.
way at all.
You guys got quiet. So
No,
I had to-
that's
I had to-
I actually preached to Johnny, like there's always ways, because I don't know if it's my Jewish brain or something, but it's like there's always ways to look at the money and be like, no, we could find a way to switch that out, find a way to do it for free and take that money and put it somewhere else. Models, for example, we asked for ladies to volunteer. You were one of the ladies we asked to volunteer. It's okay that you couldn't make it. But in a case, it's like, okay, and then we looked and we were like, okay, financially we can now put money elsewhere, whether it was promotion or
And also, fuck all that, bro. Shooting music videos is fun as hell, bro.
true,
Yeah,
true that.
if
you-
it was fun.
If
I
shooting-
think you should definitely do what you love.
And
but
you need more. I think visuals is also important too, because like now
Yeah, what do you
that
think
we're
about
in the,
that? What do
But
you
you
think
also
about
have to treat everything like a business at the end of the day, especially if
true.
you're doing it alone. Cause you're gonna get the video, but are you promoting the video?
you know the actual. So
Right,
here's
okay,
now
right.
here's what I'm gonna
that?
say.
You gotta be ready to do
Here's something that made this video almost more worth it. And
Oh no, I
usually-
wasn't throwing. You guys are not catching a stray. I promise you guys are not catching a stray.
But say it
Taking
anyway.
it.
No, because I was gonna say this too. I was gonna say something that made it like kind of an interesting thing where as you say doing it alone is like a music video like that was only possible because we were able to split the cost.
Yeah, that was another
Yeah.
thing.
That's
It's like
crazy.
We had a 12.
No, because them shits is expensive, dog.
I won't even say the price, but
Very
like,
expensive.
and we had that in half.
Crazy, bro.
That's,
Even at half, it was like crazy.
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
money.
that's the good thing about working with someone else. And I feel like if you're like getting a feature with somebody and you could find a way to promote it where you guys could split the money, that's what you should do, because at the end of the day, using your money smarter, not harder.
Facts.
And you have to treat it like a business. You really have to think about all the ways to do everything. You feel me?
This is a fucking this podcast was so chill. I loved it.
This was a dope podcast.
57 minutes. We have 2 minutes. I would say plug everything and anything you possibly can, and then
Yeah,
Johnny and I are gonna.
Where
plug
can they
everything
find
and
you,
anything we
Chelsea?
possibly
And
can.
like, if you guys want Chelsea back on the podcast,
let us know.
comment, subscribe, drop a like.
Yeah, we'll let them all know that stuff. Let's start with the Chelsea Walker.
On all platforms, the Chelsea Walker. Instagram, TikTok. What else? And then all streaming platforms, just Chelsea Walker. What they saying?
Our beautiful can see his socks too in brown jacket. Take your shoes off and tell
I like how they're not getting on me though. That means that.
means you're valid.
Yeah, that means I'm valid. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
They're on our
They're
asses,
on your ass
bro.
though. They're like on that ass.
Yeah, all right, keep going.
But fuck, what was I talking about?
All right, Chelsea Walker.
Where
Let's
can we
start
be
from
found?
there. Don't worry, we got
Oh
time.
yes, Chelsea Walker, all platforms. What else? That's
New
that's
new
about it.
album.
New album out now. Midnight Melodies, 9 tracks, about 21 minutes. Check it out.
It's fire. It's fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Amazing.
Fire tunes.
And then check her out on Twitch, which is also the Chelsea Walker.
The Chelsea Walker games.
The Chelsea Walker game.
She
You can have a
does.
YouTube channel with that.
And yeah, just post
I
everything you do.
should,
Just
man.
download. Just
I
download and
should.
post
I
it.
wasn't thinking about going on YouTube with it, but like, yeah.
you
I mean,
could have
but
two-
like,
you
it's
could have
also
two
crazy
channels.
because like I work this job and this job is
Oh,
really like.
wait.
demanding.
Before we end this off, that thanks me to my branch question. So thank you for saying that.
And what is your?
You as an artist, obviously, you're not exactly where you want to be. What are you doing right now as an artist to like get the money to invest? What is your whole story? Are you in college? Obviously, I know the answer, but what are you doing?
So I did go to college for a year. I think it was great for the experience.
I agree.
Great for the artistry.
Just the time. It was.
Yes,
It was.
and to live life and fill out life and just gain new experiences and meet different people and whatnot. So that's something I don't want to take back. I'm happy I went there for a year and I tried it out to see if it was something I could do.
What school was it?
I went to Kent State in Ohio. Shout out Kent.
Yeah.
I got mad people I know in Kent. They all reposted my shit today. I fuck with y'all the long way, for real.
I remember I was worried because you were out there when that one train fucking derailed.
Yeah.
I was fucking like,
No, it was some crazy shit going on in Ohio. Ohio got some crazy shit, but I love Ohio. I fuck with Ohio. I love Columbus. I love Akron. I love all of them. What else? What else we got? Job I do now. So I am a kitchen designer. So I design kitchens for people, and I have to sell it to them. So basically that's how I pay for all my music and
In
stuff.
other words, you're in sales.
So
Fucking awesome.
I would say that definitely helps me, benefits me in ways where now I could just sell myself to people, and now I'm also like I've always been a great talker, but now it's just like I'm very great at talking to people, and getting things out of them, and really conveying what message I want to get to them.
Maybe
That's
your name
beautiful.
should have been Chelsea Talker.
Chelsea Talker.
I like that. I like that.
Chelsea Talker and Johnny Skywalker. Guys, this was the Winter Table Podcast. We have officially hit our 1 hour mark.
Oh,
If
thank
you
you
were-
guys so much for staying tapped in.
Yeah.
We
I-
really appreciate
Yeah.
just the love on the podcast thus far,
Yeah.
and all the subscribes, just all the people watching.
Yeah, I was just gonna quickly say, if you're relaxing, chilling, vibing, enjoying this, we appreciate you. People that have been watching, thank you on the live. Like Johnny said,
Thank you guys for tuning in.
And you can find us at the Winter Table on Instagram.
Lance Prince,
Yeah,
Drunk on Johnny Walker, the Chelsea
hit the
Walker,
time, so I got real nervous.
Yes.
and then we also have subscribe, like, comment, and picture this, the music video.
That's out.
Make sure you check
new
it
singles
out.
coming out.
Oh
album
yeah,
out.
yeah. And if you're in NJ, Wednesday, Kearney NJ, there's gonna be a show, Underground
UD.
Developmental. Pop out, 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. 18 and up. Bring your ID. Turn up with us. We gonna get it crazy. I've got a 15-minute set, so I'm about to go crazy. It's about to be real intimate, 1-to-1. This is gonna be from me to you. Come in, pull up, show up.
Sometimes you just gotta pop
go.
out and
Show niggas.
you gotta have the filler words. You know what I mean? Yeah. Lance Prince, Johnny Walker.
Chelsea Walker.
Thank you guys so much.
Peace.
It's been the Winter Table Podcast, and we are here.
With Chelsea Walker. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And
We love you.